No way.
You've been waiting a long time, but now what is? We're here as Clank. You have entered the GORP zone. Welcome back, everyone. Once again, excuse the tickle in my throat.
I thought he was going to say, excuse the tickle monster.
Excuse the tickle monster, here he comes. This is GORP, which of course stands for Grandma or Reindeer. Proliferate.
Oh my god.
Can we just say, like, okay, Grandma,
She did
let's
get ran over by a reindeer.
let's go over the
I
facts.
don't know.
She was walking home from our house Christmas Eve. Now, we have determined that Grandpa exists. He's not gone. He's around.
Not yet.
Why is Grandma walking home by herself? What happened to Grandpa? And because he's obviously there, it's Christmas Eve. He didn't stay home, right?
No.
So she's walking home. Grandpa ran over Grandma and blamed it on reindeer.
That explains the $500,000 policy he took out.
Right. Now let's see who this monster really is. Welcome to the show, everybody. This is a great show. My name is Josh. That's a Maye. That's a Fraye. I say a Haye.
Hi,
What's up, everyone?
And we're here on the holiday season. We're here to welcome you the most merry and the most peaceful of times. I hope you're all as well, and I hope that you have something in your cup. That's all I can say about that. What's the skinny, guys? What are we doing for holidays?
Not me. I'm not skinny. I've been eating for the holidays.
Oh, me too, bud. I quit smoking. I've gained 10 pounds. It's just like they said it would happen.
I told you, it's bringing stuff up. You got to replace it with like water or something.
I have been running around and I feel like I've gained at least 15 or 20 pounds. But for the holiday season, apparently my parents want to try something new. We are not making the traditional tamales that we usually make every year. Now they want to make pernil, which is a Puerto Rican dish. I'm not opposed to it, but at the same time, it's not going to feel like Christmas without tamales. Like with the, no tamales. I need the tamales. I need the chicken. I need the pork. I need the beef.
That's
I
a
need
requirement for you.
Yes,
The process
it's a
of making
requirement.
it, all that. Now, tell me about this pernil. How do you say that again?
Pernil. So it's basically like it's like the pork's whole leg almost, except for, I would say like knee down. No, it's the knee up.
Mhm.
And
Good
it's
shit.
roasted. The skin has that nice crunch. But it takes hours to make.
Mm.
Hours.
You gotta slow
When you
cook
may
it.
have, yeah, you have to slow cook it. And you have to marinate it like a day before. Versus the tamales, when you have an assembly line of people who know how to make tamales, you can bang that shit out within a couple hours.
Do you have any? Do you have any white people in your tamale assembly line?
We used to, but then they get kicked out really quick because they up the rotation. Like they
Yeah,
do.
this
They're
is
like,
not
I
a-
don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, just
No, Gina,
Yeah.
Gina, you're done. Gina, just go sit on the couch, make some cucumber sandwiches.
That reminds me, like, have you ever seen the videos of the drill workers, the oil drillers, how they have to move those heavy machines around real quick, and it looks like they can all take your leg off if you're not doing it right?
Yeah.
That's what this reminds me of. Like, there's no time for, like, learning as you go. Like, you know what to do or you die.
yeah.
Yeah.
Enough, Valerie. You know you're not built for this.
Yeah, why don't you go
sit
watch
over
the
there,
show?
drink your eggnog, your wine, whatever the hell you're drinking. Just go over there. Let us do the real work, God's work.
You know
He
what you could
invented
do?
tamales.
You could put the table settings out. Can you do that? Yeah. Cool. Well, anyway, we're not exactly talking about holidays all the way. We might not, but we're going to talk about all kind of stuff here. Fry, what's the first thing we're getting at?
Man, Josh sounds like an ass because we're going to go look at those Christmas lights.
Looking at the Christmas lights.
So is that ever a thing for you guys? I think that's what
Yes.
this topic stems from, is driving around the neighborhoods that had more money or were more affluent than you
Yes.
and looking at all their Christmas lights.
Yes, it's not a yearly thing per se, but it's definitely something we always want to do, and we do it often. Even when I've been alone, I've always wanted to, ride a bike around and just check out the neighborhood. I love Christmas lights. I love Christmas lights, especially when like the whole neighborhood's in on it, or there's one part of town. There's one part, like a couple towns over. There's a place where the whole downtown does these like big awnings, and it's like 2 miles of like way over the top, and it's there's vendors and stuff. But like I love lights. I love outside with the hot chocolate and the stupid songs you keep hearing, like "Only one for Christmas is my two front teeth," like all that. I love all that. I love all that. But like not overdoing it though. Like you get one, maybe two, but I'm not doing that all freaking month.
I am. Have you guys been keeping up with me on TikTok? I think we've done what 2 or 3 now.
Yeah.
Christmas markets here in Germany. We got
Well,
another
that's a
one
little
planned for
different.
next week.
Yeah, that's
fair.
like the coolest thing in the world. Like that what everyone's trying to do, like Germany invented, it seems like.
I mean, it's fair. Yeah, in England, Germany and England really like blow
Yeah.
up these little villages.
Yeah.
For I guess Austria too. Austria does it to an extent. I understand there's one in Sweden. There's one in Belgium.
Yeah, I think it's
So-
Black Plague related places.
If people died, we will put lights up. But no, the one we did most recently, and we'll go back to when I was a kid after I get to Maya when she was a kid. We just did one in the wine cellars in like wine country that's about an hour up the mountain from where we're at. And they decorate in the wine cellars, and they have all the markets and all the cellars in the wine cellars. And then they have the wine bars open, and they got the Glühwein, that's hot wine, if you're wondering what that is.
Glühwein.
And they're serving it from the actual wine bars, and then you get to taste all these wines, which are exquisite wines from the mountains in Germany. And you're doing some shopping. You're probably spending a little too much money eating steak sandwiches and bratwursts and having like cooked cashews and stuff. You know, you
Ooh.
just it's just good time. Potato cakes. Having
Dude,
some
chestnuts?
potato cake.
Like literally roasted
Yeah.
chestnuts?
Yeah.
So good.
So it's what we're doing right now. We are kind of going every weekend thing. Maya, what
yeah.
about you and your family?
I don't think we ever went to like a specific like Christmas market growing up. I think the closest that we got was the one year we wanted to cut our own Christmas tree. And they had the little vendors with the hot cocoa, the roasted nuts, and all this other Christmas like Christmas cookies and stuff like that. But what I enjoyed growing up specifically is like my dad would make it almost every year a requirement to go around those rich neighborhoods to see how their lights were.
Yeah.
So we would do that all the time, and of course he would like make sure we had hot chocolate in the car or whatever while we were going and looking.
Yeah.
And then we had neighbors that moved in pretty close enough to each other. So one moved in like maybe like a month before the other, where it seemed like they were trying to one up each other on
Love
on
it.
the lights and stuff. That shit was hilarious because
that.
literally, like, you know those little mini projectors, right?
Mhm.
They did it with the Christmas, like they had the reindeer, then it had snowflakes, and then you would see the trees. They pointed that at their garage and parked their cars in the garage, so that way you just see all these lights. And then the neighbor decided he needed to get something even bigger, and he put lights like the little reindeer statues that light up
Yeah.
on his roof. But one of them fell down, so it almost looked like a man down type, reindeer down, if you will, type situation. Man down. So that's
Maya,
what I thought
now-
was interesting.
Now is the people going to be like, instead of like it's cool because I know exactly what you're talking about when you said your dad made sure you had hot chocolate, but now it's like, okay kids, we're going to Starbucks to get the hot chocolates.
Mhm.
And so,
Yep.
like now, I think it's way more. Yeah, let's go to Starbucks. Let's go get Pete's. And before it was, we have hot chocolate at the house. Put it in a thermos. Let's go. Like
Yeah.
that was pretty much it.
I got hot chocolate and you ain't got none.
This reminded me of a news story that happened in local news of where I'm at. There's a town nearby that their whole town gets together. Everyone in town, every business, they all put the lights out. It's a huge affair. The whole town is lit up. The park, everywhere. Well, they got it all set up. They're about to light it. Everything's ready. And some band of villains, it had to be a team, took every extension cord in the town. from the lighting displays.
Wow.
I mean,
Was it?
I
the
mean, that's some
Grinch?
evil ass Grinch shit. And like they said, it's like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of extension cords.
Oh my god.
But you know, my first thought is crack because that's a lot of copper to sell, right? Because there's copper in the wires. That's why they did it. That's why I'm assuming they're not doing it because Christmas. I think they're doing it because look at all the crack we're gonna get. Just unfortunate. Real life also kind of funny, but it's very sad.
Go ahead.
How
Maya.
long do people typically keep the Christmas lights up, though? I would like to know because I feel like Latinos do it almost until February, and I
I think February's allowed. February's allowed. Yeah.
Look at Maya's face. Just say it. Use your words. Say what you want to respond to him, Maya. When he said February is allowed, you made the funniest face.
That's literally what it looked like. Like it looked like you were
Like,
trying to
use
do
the
like
words.
Zoolander.
Say the words you actually thought as he said that. Like let whatever your brain goalie, just stop from leaving your mouth. Let it come out. No, we're not privy to that information.
Yeah, I support Christmas lights. Christmas theme, I'm not so sure about, but just in general, lights. Why don't we just have that stuff up year round? You know, I love a bar that has Christmas lights up around the whole place. I love Christmas lights around every room. I know it's like immature or whatever, but they're fun. They're so fun.
Yeah,
I love
that's
lights.
I can appreciate that. I agree.
No, I don't want to see a reindeer on the front yard.
Yes, you do. In real
Yes, sir.
life.
Yeah.
If his nose glows, you need to check what you just took.
If his nose be glows. All right. I'm bored of this.
Wait, time out. You're a dumb person.
You know, it's every week that or month or whatever. Fry, this is Fry's favorite topic because I'm pretty sure this happens every time. Like, am I taking crazy pills? Oh, do I need to stab somebody? Oh, you know what I mean? Let's go nuclear. Wait, what is it this time? Are you a dumb person?
Are you a dumb
Wait,
person?
time
Yeah.
out. You're a dumb person.
Oh my god.
All right. I was
Can I
talking
go
to
a little
someone.
behind the curtain before you answer, Josh?
Yes.
This is one of your topics.
Oh. Damn.
It's I think it's stems from when you're arguing with somebody and you just realize they're just a dumb person.
Oh man, I wish I remember the instance why I brought this up, but
Curtain closed.
I will think of. I do have this one. I was talking to someone who was a new member of the family due to marriage, and we're talking about this, we're talking about that, just like small talk while I'm cooking. They're sitting at the table having a good time, and I just mentioned that crazy place where they have Noah's Ark. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Kentucky.
Where they have the replica of Noah's Ark, and I just mentioned like, yeah, there's a lot of psychos that go there and like really enjoy it, and he said, oh, I've been there, and I stopped stirring the jambalaya, and I was like, oh, okay. Anyway, so I tried to change the subject because now we believe Noah's Ark was a real thing, and they made the replica. Okay, cool. But somehow it also came down to dude also believes that dinosaurs were in the Bible and hung out with humans like a cartoon special, and I'm just like, oh, like we're not yeah
You think people's cars stopped with their like heel brakes?
Okay, so we're not gonna be on the same conversation level ever again. Okay, so you believe in
You're just a
this,
dumb
so you're just dumb. Okay, all right. Well, now we know, and it's all good. You know, now we know you're dumb, and we'll move on.
Communicate at your level now. Okay. So anyway, do you see that new episode of Veggie Tales?
Yeah.
This is probably somebody who watched Out of the Box their whole childhood and just never
Well-
got out of the box.
It turns out said person literally is dumb. Like I'm not. Okay, wait. Literally dumb. Like it's not like, oh, my opinion.
No, he's gonna be watching the show and be like, Hey.
Chris,
Sorry
you're
about
dumb.
me.
Sorry, bud. You're just dumb.
Oh my God.
Emotion. I think Josh is talking about me.
Hold on. Now, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me get my notebook. Hold on.
Honey, get the John Deere ready. Well, my, if you ever run into something like this where you're having a conversation or you're talking to somebody and you have to press the pause in your head, in your own head, and be
Yeah.
like, oh wait, you're just a dumb person.
Yeah. So on the longs of holiday spirit, I was in choir all 4 years of high school. And occasionally we would have one random song that wasn't necessarily a holiday song, but it was one that could easily go into that theme, right? And granted, I was a grade higher than her, but still, we're in high school. I'm a senior, you're a junior. You know, you should know the basic concept of English, especially the word language should not be that complicated for you.
Mhm.
And she said, "What's a land gauge?"
Oh, no.
And I'm like, "Huh?"
It makes me sad.
And she goes, what is a land gauge? What does land gauge mean? And I'm thinking,
no.
you're just a dumb person because that clearly says language.
Even phonetically, I'm trying to think, like, even if she's reading it phonetically, how did she get
Well,
land gauge?
Yeah.
Gauge is
guess.
almost spelled like that.
Yeah, but land gauge? What's a land gauge? There's no D in language. Like, so I'm like,
It's a tool
What
a
did you say?
geologist uses to gauge the land. You've never seen this? He puts it down, or she puts it down. 2025, geologists are women too, and they just gauge the land with their land gauge. Sometimes they even set like one of those deals down to make sure it's all even, right? Even Steven. What are those things called, Josh? Those measured levels. They set the little level down, make sure the
levels.
land is even with the land gauge.
sometimes it's a yellow or an orange color, depending on the firm that you contract to make sure that it's leveled. No, like my brain literally went from, how are you in high school right now? Like, how are you even here right now singing? Because we've said the word language in multiple different songs throughout the year. And so,
Damn,
like,
that just sent me down a tunnel in my own brain's Rolodex. I literally sat here and tried to think of how many songs say the word language and why were you singing all of them in high school? Like,
Yeah.
the
Right.
first thing that popped into my head was Jesse McCartney, Body Language. And I was like, what other songs are they that say language?
they're like
I don't know.
old music. You don't like musicals, so like they're
That's fair.
usually in musicals.
Oh,
But
of course. Yeah. Okay.
They
I'm
said,
thinking-
you're speaking my language. He said yes. Anyway,
Yeah.
go ahead.
And so I'm like looking at her in my brain. I'm thinking, you're dumb. There's no. You're an actual blonde. I'm a fake blonde, but you're an actual blonde. And I go, are you just stupid or something? And she looked at me and got super offended. Brought our teacher into
Oh, you
it.
said that to her?
You literally said
Yes.
it? Why are you choosing the show to guard your intrusive thoughts?
I did say it. I was like, are you stupid or something? But I'm looking in front of me. I'm not even looking behind me where she's at. And she goes, what did you call me? Made a huge scandal about it. Our teacher gets involved. Shout out to Miss Messick. And she says, did you answer to it?
Was that a shout or a call?
He said, no one said you were stupid. You the one that answered. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And she asks her, did you answer to it? And she's like, wait, that's your response to her calling me stupid? And she goes, well, if you answer to it, it means it applies to you. If you don't answer to it, it has nothing to do with you. So did you just answer to it? And I felt like
Dang.
Miss Methic were on the same wavelength. So she became my
Dang.
favorite teacher.
That's a double dunk right there. She got dunked on twice. That
I mean-
reminds me, in high school, there was a lady, I was head over heels madly in love with Valentina. She was the most beautiful woman in the whole, girl in the whole school. Most beautiful thing I ever seen in my whole life, Valentina. and she was so nice, so sweet, blah 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 blah. And I was just like, just dreaming about how much I loved her. And then one day she said, "Josh, if I got a brain transplant, would you still be my friend?" And then I just had a moment of clarity. I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
Oh my goodness. Speaking of clarity, my earmuffs. Do you believe that post nut clarity is a real thing, Josh?
Can be, yeah.
You think so? You've never
can
heard
be.
that, Maya? Okay, Maya, you can unearmuff. You've never heard
Right.
that before?
No.
You've heard of what I'm talking about, right, Josh?
Yeah. It's where you're like over the top. You're doing the flirty thing. You're doing the seduction thing. Oh, baby, I love you. Blah blah blah. All this good talk, and then you have sex, and then he's like, "All right, well, I gotta go. I'll see ya." And or inwardly at least, the person realizes, "Oh, I don't like this person at all. I was just trying to have sex."
No, it's not even just that. They actually studied this at universities. It's like if you're overthinking things, right? So
Right.
yeah, it could be about love. You're overthinking a relationship, but it's
Well,
also
not
like
yet.
anything, like anything that's weighing on you, and then you bust, and it's like, oh, that's not a big deal, or oh, why was I looking at it through that
Oh, it's
perspective?
not necessarily about attraction to a woman,
No, or
an
man,
encounter.
2025, but it's literally just like, we more clear-headed after that occurs?
Oh,
Hmm.
oh. Well, according to George Costanza, it's true. From the Seinfeld. That was an episode of Seinfeld.
Okay, I didn't know that. They didn't look at that in the study. You just said it. It popped into my head. That might be a topic for a later Gorp. Let's talk about dumb people. I honestly, where I run into this, folks, on this show, audience, Maya and Josh, is when I'm talking to people about conspiracy theories. I often fall down, and it sucks because some of these people that believe this stuff are really smart people on paper.
Oh, yeah.
On paper. And then I'm having these conversations. I was like, and their only response to you is like, well, can you prove it? Like, no, but science can. And
Right.
I'm a pretty heavy believer in science. Like I do, yes, I think if Newton's law of gravity is pretty accurate. I think. I
But that's
think-
not on you. The onus is on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the thing that they always get twisted. Like, you made the claim. You have to prove it.
It just trips me out. And then like the first one, I think COVID really stunted growth for people because they started going down these YouTube rabbit holes and TikTok and not TikTok, pardon me, Twitter and Instagram, and they don't realize that this stuff just feeds your confirmation bias. So
Yeah.
yes, you're going to get more idiots, sorry, dumb people, saying that this stuff is true because you're watching it and the algorithm knows you're watching it. So it doesn't make it real or fact. It just means they know you're going to keep watching and they can keep selling ads because people like you keep watching it. There's no factual anyway, you're going to get me on a tangent. But yeah, that's usually where I sit back and I'm like, oh my God, you're a dumb person. You really believe that you're okay. Earth is flat, I guess, to you. That's weird. It's a weird thought.
I
Right.
saw a flat Earth video recently. I should post the video, but it's a quick one where I'm assuming the son is showing mom a PowerPoint of why the Earth is flat.
Yeah.
And before he gets to slide number 2, she's like, "Why the F do I even care? How does that help me pay the bills? I don't care."
That's perfect. But I think a lot of people think that this is just an American thing. It is not. I can tell you, as somebody that is now a world traveler, someone that has lived around, it's everywhere. There's just dumb
Holocaust
people.
denial is
There-
prevalent.
it's very troubling. There's dumb people literally everywhere that just the internet has cursed you. You did not use its powers for good. You used its powers for evil and to prove that Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin are liars. And that's weird that you're so determined to prove something that happened 60 years ago, close to 60 years ago. Like, it's weird. It's a weird life choice. Let's move forward. You're not Michael J. Fox. You don't know Christopher Lloyd. This isn't Back to the Future. You don't have a DeLorean. Knock this shit off.
DeLorean.
Dumb person.
We have a mutual friend that he's on the moon landing thing, and I quickly shut him down. just based on basic science. Like the quick little. If you ever have problems, folks, with the moon landing being fake or whatever, just tell them only light from the sun can make those shadows. That's just a fact. We can't make those shadows. So anyway, he didn't have a response, but he kept talking. He ignored my response because it's not what they want to hear, so they just move past it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that
I think it was
confirmation
funny
bias thing.
when people were like, "Oh, Tom Hanks and his wife, was it Rita Wilson? They were eating babies," and I'm like, for what purpose? He's still old as fuck. Like, I don't really understand what benefit he had from eating babies. Like, that's the part that, like, scientifically, what would he have gained from that? Like, what would he have gained? He's still old. Like, I don't think that he's gonna revert in age.
It's to appease their demon overlords.
He couldn't have been eating babies. I don't think he was on the Epstein list.
Right.
Well, some people say he was.
Anyway, we move on. We move on. We get
Hey, we're moving on. All right, let's get to one more out.
I'm caught in a lie, so I'm just gonna lie more.
Oh no.
Oh, I can't remember the last time I got caught in a lie.
It doesn't have to be you. It could be somebody you knew, Josh. That you
Oh
can
no, I
really
got
clearly remember lying.
okay. When I was about 18, I started smoking a lot of pot and hanging out with the wrong crowd, right? So let's call them Group B. Group B I hung out with a lot more. I used to hang out with Group A a lot, but they just wanted to play Mario Kart and stuff, and it was, kid shit. And I was like, okay, well, I want to be a pothead and go walk around town at night now.
Then he joined the Air Force and played Mario Kart.
Yeah, it's full circle. I just played Mario Kart today. So I was supposed to. No, I'm always Bowser. Big man, Boss Bowser. So I'm out with Group B, the bad kids, and I get a call from Group A, like, "Hey, I thought we were supposed to hang out tonight," and Josh says, "No, I can't. I'm at the hospital." And they're like, "Why are you at the hospital?" I said, "Oh, my brother has an asthma attack." And they're like, "Why is he at the hospital?" I said, "Well, it's really bad. He doesn't know he has asthma. So now he has asthma, and he's at the hospital getting the treatment." And they're like, "Okay, well, call us if you need anything." All right, cool. So then I, continued on smoking pot. And I saw Group A again. They asked me how my brother is, and I said, "Oh, no, he's fine." "Oh, no, he's not fine."
Oh my god.
And I kept biting into it, like, "Oh, no, they're still doing tests on him and stuff." And like, I just made up this shit, wishing this evil on my little brother, so I didn't have to admit. I could have just said, "Hey, I'm with Group B smoking pot right now." I don't know why I lied about it. I had no reason. It happens all the time. You're like, "Nah, I'm over here. No, I'm not hanging out tonight." That's all I had to say. But I made up a lie about my little brother having asthma. Ridiculous.
You tried to manifest an asthmatic problem on your sibling. No.
I'm a terrible human.
Does he have an inhaler now, or what's?
He doesn't have asthma.
That
fine.
wasn't real. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I can already picture, like, was it Group A, right? They're like, so did your brother end up needing an inhaler? Does he need a whole machine? And you're like, pass.
Well, yeah.
Like, well, Josh isn't coming. Who the fuck's gonna be Bowser?
I think they were probably just like, oh, you're dumb, because they're like, Josh just made up some weird story for no reason. Like, why did he make up that lie? It was such a weird thing to lie about.
It feels like a different GORP topic too. Just lying for no reason.
Well, it was
Lying
just,
to lie.
I guess I was self-conscious in saying I'm hanging out with someone else right now. I don't know why that's a big deal.
Because you're a teenager.
Yeah, I guess.
That's why. What about you, Maya?
The one thing that's coming to mind, and I don't know why it's coming to mind, is so when you're an only child in the house, it's really hard to incorporate someone else in your life, and my parents love plants, and they're really good at gardening. Like that's something that they're really good. They have green thumbs, and I don't possess that capability. And when I was younger, I remember looking at one of my mom's plants and thinking it needed a little bit more pizzazz. So I grabbed scissors.
Oh no.
And I started to cut little fringes on the leaves of this plant. Thinking it was gonna make it look better. I thought it was gonna look way better than what it looked like. For some reason, that to me felt like it was great. But the thing is, it wasn't just regular scissors. It was those kid scissors that have the little
the shapes.
the little shapes. And so my mom sees and notices that her plant has really weird designs on it. Like, why is it shaped so weird?
Why the hell
Who
does my
did
plant
this?
look like a Lisa Frank coloring book?
Yeah. And she's like, who did this? And I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, you don't know who did this? No, it wasn't you. No. Who was it? I'm like, why are you blaming me? Is it because I know how to like cut stuff? And she goes, what? So it's this back and forth with this kid who's not wanting to own up to the fact that she just cut the shit out of her mom's plant in a really fucked up way because none of the lines are straight. And so she's like, I would prefer if you tell me the truth than for you to lie to me. I'm not.
Mhm.
There's no other kid in the house. I can't blame anyone. But the dog can't do it. She doesn't have opposable thumbs. So
Right.
like, who's
sure?
gonna take the
Did
blame?
you check? Can you prove
I didn't
it?
check. No, to be fair, I don't know the anatomy of
The
my
government's
previous
lying
dog.
to you.
That's what they want you to think.
The science doesn't, ever allude to the fact that they have accessible
I
thumbs.
saw
Someday-
this TikTok video, and a dog was cutting with scissors.
I saw him using a monkey wrench.
So eventually, like, my dad got me to fess up because the holidays were coming around the corner. Santa doesn't like kids who lie.
Was it?
And I'm like-
he offered to take you to Wiener Schnitzel, take it way back, old Gorp.
Oh yeah, your schnitzel. Get me a corn dog or a mini corn dog. Just like...
Little corn dogs.
So that's the one thing that I can remember of like me being super insistent for the longest time that I didn't touch that plant, but in reality, I knew I did. And the thing is, later, I was so scared to lie to them about stuff that when I broke one of my dad's like souvenirs from Cancun, it's a little spear. I tried hiding it behind their 70s styled bar that they had in the house. And when he got home, I gave up. I was like, nope, I did it. I broke it. I'm sorry. And I don't want to talk about this ever again. And he's like, at least she didn't lie to me this time because she's the only kid in the house. Like,
I mean, sure. Whether you two want to admit it or not, I don't remember. Everybody has a lie that they told for a really long time that they've just forgotten about. Like, just a lie that they got too deep on and it just became a truth. Eventually, like, it was always the story. Like, whenever this thing got brought up, like this is the story.
Oh yeah. I've had those, and I have forgot them now. But I remember like at some point, maybe high school or whatever, I've had like 3 or 4 that I ran through my head over and over to make sure I tell the story right again and again. And like, why am I just weighing myself down with this shit?
So I remember one. All the women that I impressed by saying I got stabbed, it was a stretch mark. It was my first stretch mark on my stomach.
Oh, you got stabbed.
oh my God.
It looked like a scar. I lied to you all. You've all been lied to. I apologize. Now, I'm at your mercy. I was never stabbed.
And you
I don't know how many
know,
women I told that story to.
probably every one of those girls knew what a stretch mark looked like.
But I've only got the scars from putting my hand in a wood burning stove. I've got the scar from slicing open my knee on the quad, and those are pretty much it. That's it. That's
Oh, really?
I have a scar on my toe from where I stepped on I pushed a steak knife through my toe. But this
Oh,
one,
Jesus.
Jesus.
this one is fake. It's not a real one.
How dare you deny Larry his moment? You're over here. Larry doesn't exist. This stretch mark that is now named Larry does not exist. It is a stab wound from a random fight I was a victim of. How dare you? Poor Larry.
Big old lie. Big, huge lie. But I'm sure there's more. I'm sure there's more that I've told throughout my youthful years where I was just like, I'm just gonna impress somebody with something that's not true.
Oh,
Like-
sure. I know I've done that before, for sure.
Maybe an exaggeration, maybe not an exact lie, but maybe I performed a little bit better in whatever story I tied together.
Sure.
But did you ever get to a place where you start remembering it the way you told it? Like you could vividly remember doing, like you get the Mandela effect?
No,
The
but
lie you told?
I've heard of that happening, though, for sure.
I remember
Uncle-
lying, telling my cousins that I knew how to drive, so that way they would let me drive the mini Hummer while they were gonna go hunting. And I involved my nephew in my lie,
Nice.
and he agreed with
Very
me. The
nice.
thing is, he went along with it. It was the perfect moment to take. And I still now they're like, "Oh, so you've been driving since you were 11?" Yes, I have.
Oh man.
Yes, I have. But no,
the
I
lie-
hadn't.
The lie has to get elaborate. It gets more and more. Like, I'll tell you, the more times I told the story, like, you lie and you think they know you're lying, so you just lie more. It's like
Yeah.
it became I got into a fight over my lunch money in the schoolyard, and the kid gave it to me. Like, there's so many, like, attachments that just began to attach themselves to that story.
I remember, not specifically, but there's times when I've made up an altercation, like, oh yeah, so he was like this, and I was like, oh, you talking shit, and so then we got in a fight, right? And so like after that, after those moments, I would be like, oh no, so if this ever really happens, I have to actually be like that. I can't be a coward. I have to actually fight somebody. Oh no.
What have you gotten yourself into, Josh?
Oh boy. Well, are we calling it? Yeah, I think this has been a good
One
show.
more,
and-
'cause it's New Year's.
Oh,
This is the
sure.
This is the last two episodes. Surprise, surprise. There'll be another episode after this. But how about let's spin the wheel one more time? I've always wanted to do this.
Ooh, you've always wanted to do that. This one, where you spin your finger in the air like, hey, wrap it up. I've seen that in the movies, and I'm like, oh, I want to do that. And like a couple times, I've like, yeah, let's do it. And like people like know what I'm trying to say to them, and it felt really good.
What about you, Maya?
I've always wanted to. This is going to sound really stupid because we've talked about it before. My biggest fear is falling, but I've always wanted to go bungee jumping, which again is falling, but just attached to
Safe
a
fall.
bungee cord.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know if it will ever happen because again, my fear is falling. I don't care if
Yeah.
it's falling forward, falling. When you're in your 30s, falling and the recovery of falling is a long process because
yeah.
you Peter Griffin it. You're like, ah.
I've fallen twice
dude.
down the stairs. I have fallen down my stairs twice.
I recently went to the park and got on the swing set, and did not enjoy it.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope, that's over. We're done with that now. That's over. No more of that.
I think Maya, you should just go to the place that viral video where it's like no, and the guy just pushes him.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Hold on. Wait. Let's talk about this real quick. Like, this is like
Pushes him off. And
mind you,
the
like-
way to do it.
ziplining. I'm not scared of. I'm not
Yeah.
afraid of ziplining, which is essentially
Ziplining
also a
scares
fall,
me.
right?
See,
But
my thing is, I'm totally fine with skydiving, but I will never bungee jump.
Yeah, I won't bungee jump. I don't want to have my knees all jacked up, my back all jacked up, my ankle all jacked up. I'm good. I'm good.
Well, I
Not
did the
anymore.
thing in Six Flags where it was like a St. Louis arch, and they raise you up and you drop. So that's
I know.
kind of a bungee jump,
Like a
and that
swing.
was That was intense, and I loved it. And I would do that again, but I wouldn't bungee jump. I don't know why their mental disconnect is there. Whatever.
This is.
Your body's
This
like,
is-
no.
I've you know what I've always wanted to be able to do is do the finger whistle, and not just that though, not just that, but also in a big group of people where everybody stops and looks at you because you need their
Yeah,
attention.
dude. Yeah.
So you want not only the ability to do that, but you also
Yeah.
want the moment of when that would be like a
100%.
party stopper.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody looks. It's like the guy that only wants to start the slow clap from that movie, like that. Just everybody. It has to be the perfect moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
I
always
can
wanted
just
to.
picture that moment though for Fry. If it ever happens and it's not on video, he's probably gonna be upset. Nobody's gonna have record of it.
I know. You got to get to know me a little bit better. If I do something and I just know I did it, I'm fine with that. I don't need. I'm not an adulation person. I've never needed adulation. I just want to know that I can do it. That's really it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, the whistle. Hey, we got a situation here. Wrap it up. Yeah, I've always wanted to whistle like a Latino, for sure. I love that because I'm a really good whistler, but I can't do that volume. What are they? It's like, but it's like loud.
They get it up
Yeah.
there. Like
Yeah.
somehow it shoots
Yeah.
through the whole thing.
It shoots through your bones.
Every kid goes running because they know it's their parents searching for them. It's a horrible feeling. Like, oh hell no, I gotta get home before my dad kicks my ass.
Where there is whistle, there is chancla.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I suppose so. Oh, I've kicked down a door. That felt really good when I got to do that, like in the movies. I've always wanted to do that. Just kick it down.
I've never felt more like Stallone.
Oh, wrong power. All right. Well, this has been the Gorp, and you better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. Anyway, yeah, we'll see y'all a little later. We love you very much. Make sure that you keep on gorping.